Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
In the year 247, in the Age of Judges, Vartan was summoned home after the death of his father. Upon his return, Vartan discovered something evil festering beneath the city of Eterno. With the help of some very unlikely allies, Vartan works to uncover the mysteries of his hometown and put an end to the nightmares that plague his people. Welcome to Ethereal Embrace. I'm Baya, and I guess we're on our way to ask future Emery, or is it present Emery? Well, future from now Emery, present when we ask her Emery, if past Emery ended up keeping track of that spear.
Day 4. At the crime scene of the third murder.
Okay, and then I'll blow it out.
So you blow it out, and the window starts to vanish again. The black and gray smoke curls through the air before attacking Vartan again and entering his mouth, ears, and nose, and he collapses to the ground. Vartan, unconscious, sees a new vision. An enormous monstrosity with tentacles erupting out of its back furiously whips its tentacles around in the air. 2 humanoid creatures fly around the creature like flies around a horse's head. The 2 flying combatants alternate between blasts of powerful magic and physical attacks. In a diving attack, the humanoid with a long sword darts down, dodging an onslaught of attacks from the tentacles, with a clear target of the monstrosity's remaining eye. In a quick motion, the monster twists its head and, in an attempt to dodge the attack as well, bites the attacker. In that perfectly timed moment, the second humanoid throws a spear, as if were a javelin, and lands the blow in the roof of the monstrosity's mouth. An explosion roars through the air as the spear detonates, and the creature's face erupts into pieces. A tooth flies free and grazes Vartan's arm, moments before one of the warriors land on the ground. The gash isn't deep, but you definitely feel blood trickling down your arm. Susan catches her breath as she summons the spear back to her hand. She calls out.
Did you have as much fun as I did?
Cody responds, Susan, besides Abigail, I don't think anyone has as much fun as you do. And then he lands into view. Just as he lands, bright flashes begin to explode into Vartan's vision. The scene changes from the battle where Susan and Cody conversed and reforms back at the beach. It's the same beach as before. Bodies rest all around Vartan. Vartan, you can see more details now. There are runes next to all the corpses, all drawn in the blood of the victims. Then an enormous creature begins to rise from the ocean. Vartan wakes.
Oh, oh man. Oh, that's what the hell was that?
Are you okay, Vartan?
Yeah. First of all, Cody. Cody's the first one. Or first person.
The tavern owner?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, do I got anything coming out of my nose?
No, but that smoke went back into your face again.
Yeah, I saw it coming. Whew. Yeah, Cody was fighting with my mother. That spear is awesome. It explodes. It flies back to you. That's pretty cool. But, yeah, Cody. Yep, bartender, tavern owner.
Interesting.
He might be able to help us. Now that we know what he is. Or who he is. Shit. He's friends with her, though. Or at least in the dream I just had. They were fighting together against a big tentacle monster.
I mean, he seems friendly with the town. Do you think he'd be more likely to protect people here or more likely to have some kind of first-person camaraderie?
I don't know. I think we need to go talk to Emery.
Oh, yes, definitely.
How is Brasscane taking all this in? Like the whole window and...
That's a good question. So you stop and you look back at Brasscane, and he is looking very sick. Very sick.
Poison.
Emery. We need to go to Emery. She's the...
Arcanist? What's it called? Apothecary.
Hey, Brasscane, you doing all right?
He is kind of teetering, and he drops his sword to the ground. I don't feel so good.
Yeah, I'm going to go over to him and like, grab him to steady him. Hey, did you come in contact with something?
I don't think so. He's burning up to the touch, so when you grab him, you can feel his whole body is burning.
Yeah, we need a priest or something.
Well, we seem to have a few.
Tell Mika Bastille, where are they? Tell Mika's at my house.
Yeah.
We got a portal stone. Like, this is the time to use it.
Let's stop yakking and throw that thing on the ground.
I'm going to pick him up. I'm just going to pick him up and hold him under my arm. Just like, because he's tiny compared to me.
All right. So you pick him up and you head into the portal. You all head into the portal and you're back in the basement?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. And somewhere on the far side of town, you hear Greystone say, "They left us."
Well, they got a plan. They're going to put her in prison.
Yeah, I guess they're going to. So you appear back in the basement, and you've got Brasscane with you, and yeah, you head back upstairs. Call for.
Tell Mika. Hey, tell Mika.
She is up, like making breakfast already, and sees you come up through the basement door, and she's like, "Oh no, what is going on?"
We think Brasscane got poisoned. We need your healing magic.
Oh yes, I'm all right. And she starts to mosey on over, and she's like, "Dove Moragan, would you mind minding the eggs while I do this? They're on the pan now."
Okay. Not much of a cook, but okay.
So little old lady tells you to go finish cooking for her so you don't burn her breakfast, and then she kneels down next to Brasscane, and she says, "Oh, this is a very serious poison, but yes, I think we can do this." And she begins casting Greater Restoration and heals him.
All right. We delayed his death.
I think you stopped his death.
Okay.
She says, "He's gonna be weak for some time while his body tries to recover. Do you want to put him up in your bedroom, Vartan?"
Fuck. No. I want to put him in the basement where nobody can find him.
I was just gonna say that's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. You better hurry up and head in there before Morgan burns your eggs. I'll take care of them. Thank you so much, Tilmika. You mind throwing an egg on for me too? Maybe.
I thought you were still in your bedroom, so there is plenty of breakfast for everyone.
Oh, wonderful. I'll be right back. Oh. I think I smell a little burning.
You hear her going in the kitchen. "What are you doing, Moragan?"
I can't cook.
And I'm gonna grab like some pillows, maybe a throw off of the couch, like a couch or something, and carry him downstairs with that into the basement, and be like, hey, here, I'll try to make it comfortable for you, but I would stay down here.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Vartan. And he's gonna fall asleep. Just pass right out at this point.
All right. Just hide everything in the basement.
Yeah, he falls asleep right next to the dragon heart.
Are we covering him with the tarp too?
I don't mind that tarp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll head back upstairs.
All right. So, where next?
Fuck.
We probably need to see Emery.
Emery. Yeah,
Yeah.
Emery.
Yeah. Head on over. I don't think we need to really talk about it.
Okay, yeah. So, it's fast forward. You go back upstairs. Talmika grabs you and loads you up a big plate of food to go.
Yeah.
That you can eat while you're walking to Emery's.
Wrap it up in a wrap.
Yep. She tells you she does have service today, so the townsfolk will be there at service, but after that, she's going to start talking to the people about leaving if there are still concerns about it. But she kind of leaves it at that, and she's, saying that while she's packing up your meal, not really giving you a whole lot of room to talk. And then she hands it to you, and you all head off to Emery's, where you cross town into the bricks, and Emery's at the crack of dawn, like she normally is, getting her shop up and running. Our heroes will be right back after these messages. Hello, listeners. If you are enjoying the show and would like to take a look at a way to support the cast while getting yourself some nice perks, please consider our Patreon. We offer ad-free listening as well as this entire season if you select the binge tier or higher on our Patreon. Plus, you'll be directly supporting our cast for their work, as our team over at Creative Typo have begun to pay our voice actors for our performances. So check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Creative Typo. I would also like to give a big shout out to our executive producer from Patreon, Nick Mead. Thank you, Mead. We truly appreciate your support. Now, back to the town of Eterno. You all head off to Emery's, where you cross town into the bricks, and Emery's at the crack of dawn, like she normally is, getting her shop up and running.
Hey, Emery.
What are you doing here, Vartan? What's going on?
I'm going to get really serious, like a really serious look on my face, and just be like, Emery, remember that time I talked to you through that window?
You found a lantern already. Is that now?
Yeah, that just happened. So it's no longer in the future for you.
Well, I was wondering when this would happen.
Yeah, I'm glad you remembered this. Did my father ever find the spear and fix it?
I believe he did fix it, but he never brought it back. I think it stayed there on the other side.
So he's the one that opened up the portal and let the demons in. Well, in our side.
I don't think he meant to do it. I think it was an accident.
Yeah, well, we do believe that he fixed it because Susan is back.
Well, did she say anything?
You know all the cultist murders that have been going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the leader of that.
I'm having a hard time here because Emery was questioned when Kyrian, died and when the demons came the first time, and she said she had no part in it, that she didn't know anything, and we were like, yeah, she probably just did whatever Kyrian told her to do.
Because she didn't have a
and
memory.
She's like, yeah. And now she has her memory.
She's the first one, too.
No, she's not a first one.
She's a bad guy.
She's a bad guy.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm hearing.
Guy.
Yeah.
I'm still telling her.
but-
I'm still telling her those things. Because I'm wanting to. I'm reading her reaction because I've already picked up on it.
Yeah. Moragan's kind of starting to side-eye her, too, a little bit. Kind of,
She's not really
seem quite
reacting.
right.
She's not really reacting. Like, your responses are definitely sus.
She said you killed her, Emery, and she's coming to hunt you down. What did she say to that?
No. That's not what we agreed to.
It wasn't me.
Emery? Hold on, Vartan. Hold on a second. Emery, why don't you seem surprised that Susan's here? From what I understand, everyone thought she was dead.
Moragan, Susan is one of the first people. She can't die unless her core is destroyed. And Kyrian fixed that core, so it was never really destroyed to begin with. So she can't be dead. She just didn't want to be here.
Yeah, that's true, but, I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't know you all that well, but you seem a bit, nervous. Were you expecting her to come back, or were you hoping she never did?
Quite honestly, I was hoping she never did. But, I mean, I guess now that Kyrian's dead, it doesn't really matter.
Was she just, in love with Kyrian or something?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
You don't really have much of a reaction to she's leading the murders here. Like, she's the one that's killing your friends.
Well, she went a little, got a little angry toward the end there, after you were born. I don't really know what happened, but anyone that just packs up and leaves their family, there's something not right about it like that. I don't feel good about her. I just don't trust her. And so, coming back with a pack of cultists, I mean, I guess I'm just not surprised by anything she would do.
That's fair.
All right. Not the answer I was expecting.
You seem to have your memory back, Emery.
I have some memories. The ones that Kyrian taught me about. I still have big gaps from certain places in my mind. But Kyrian helped me over the last few years with a couple key things. Took me a while to believe him.
Do you have any information that would possibly be useful to us if we want to go and... Or why would we want to destroy the core? Do you think that destroying the core will close the portal?
No, a core doesn't... I don't know, maybe it will, but a core isn't really tied to a portal like that. A core is more designed for the first people. Each one is tied to this world by that core. It makes them immortal. So, if you destroy the core, all it's gonna do is make Susan mortal.
Oh, that's how the town is immortal. Her core is powering the magic that keeps everybody here immortal.
Maybe. I always assumed it was the giant circle of runes that went around the city, but... But you could be right. I don't know.
Okay, maybe you're right. All right.
Do you know...
Well...
What do you know... Do you think there's any way that the circle of runes could be destroyed? Not saying that we don't want it to, but do you think that it could?
Vartan, in my experience, there's no magic that can't be destroyed or offset. But I don't know how you do it. What I will say is, I do have something that might come in handy to you. It's a book that I used with your father. One moment. And she disappears into the back room and comes back with a very thin book and hands it over to you and says, these were the notes that he took when he was trying to come up with a way to restore her core. If he can restore her core with these notes, maybe you can reverse that ritual or something to destroy it?
Why do we even want to destroy the core anymore?
Stop a murderer? That's immortal.
To kill Susan. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't see as we would have an option.
I mean, she does seem to want to die.
Well, I don't understand why she thinks that breaking her core will close the portal. Because she definitely believes that, right?
She seems to.
Or at least that's what she told us.
Well, I was sitting here thinking. I mean, I just got here, so I'm still piecing together everything that's happened in this little town. But am I understanding that the demons weren't a problem until probably your father went back in and repaired the core?
Or attempted, at least. But yeah, it's totally his fault.
So, is it possible? I mean, she doesn't know the core is intact again. What if the core really does just need to snap? It'll keep the demons at bay. Nobody'd have to die then. She's doing this on a big assumption.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can just go talk to her. I mean, we just did some detective work, and Eyes of Eterno's on the job, plus Moragan.
Eyes of Eterno plus one.
The eyes and the nose. Morgan sniffs out the clues. The eyes and nose of Eterno. I honestly am kind of back to my original vote of assisting Susan.
Without killing Brass Cane. I think.
Without killing anyone else.
Yeah. Call off her cultist.
I mean, also, we do know that Cody is a first one, and he can't die, but if he's sacrificed, but then he doesn't actually die, he could be that fourth spot for Brass Cane.
Or he can go help us fight. Since nobody has to die, we think that the core just never got destroyed.
Well, after we sacrifice him to weaken the magic.
Do we?
Are you going to break Cody's core?
No, I mean, we just kill him, but he doesn't actually die, right? And we paint his blood in the symbol? Would that work? No. No. Well, Baya thinks it would work.
Well,
that's fair.
Well, what if just breaking, because the core, I mean, it's kind of an assumption on us too that the core just never got broken, and if the core does get broken, it might be able to shatter that portal.
Maybe the first people could fight the avatar of Greyhawk.
Can we shrink the circle of magic that's protecting Eterno? Can we make it smaller so it's not over top of the portal? Emery?
Yeah. Emery, can we redo all of these ancient runes? Like, redo a whole cave system down here, erase these ones, move them over here.
No, Vartan. No, you cannot.
You mean like
It's a terrible
circumvent
idea.
it? I don't know if that's the right word, but like circumvent it, like cut it off, and then I don't know. I probably won't. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Maybe. Go ahead.
Do you think maybe Susan would listen to reason on not killing anybody else? Maybe the magic's already been weakened some by all the death that's happened already.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can go and get Cody, and maybe he can help us talk with her, and we can grab a snack, too.
We want to bring Cody in on this?
I mean, he might be able to help break the core.
At the very least, he'll help us kidnap the Robin. If we go that way.
I mean, he doesn't like him. If we do go that route, but I mean, we got the thing in the basement, and I mean, we'd be like, hey, you don't need this. You don't need to use your magic. We can use this. It'll open up. We can all go in. You can break your core. I can fight dude, maybe. If it's even necessary, because the core might just break it.
All right.
It's worth a try.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Ethereal Embrace, a creative Typo production. Vartan the Furbog Fighter is voiced and played by Adam Culbertson. Baya Rustin, the half-elf sorcerer, is voiced and played by Tisha. Moragan, the human monk, is voiced and played by Nari Kwak. And I am Nico, your GM. Please remember to drop us a 5-star rating and review on your favorite podcatcher. Music provided in part by Midnight Syndicate, makers of the original Dungeons & Dragons soundtrack. If you would like to support our show or any of our other shows, you can join our family of patrons at patreon.com/Creative Typo. Remember, be safe, we love you all, and stay foolish.
Arcanist, what's it called? Apothecary. Right?
Apothecary.
Apothecary?
Apothecary.
Empathecary?
A pachyderm?
Apothecary.
The magic woman.
Magic woman.
The local wise woman.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
In the year 247 in the Age of Judges, Vartan was summoned home after the death of his father. Upon his return, Vartan discovered something evil festering beneath the city of Eterno. With the help of some very unlikely allies, Vartan works to uncover the mysteries of his hometown and put an end to the nightmares that plague his people. Welcome to Ethereal Embrace. Cooking is not my strong suit. I should never be left alone with anyone's partially cooked breakfast. Ever.
Day 4. Emery